Alright, problem resolved. Okay, hey everybody, welcome back. Okay. Alright, I solved the problem. Okay. Sorry about that. I hope everybody finds their way back here. Okay. Alright. My chat button is back. I don't know, it must have been like some weird glitch or something. But it's great to see everybody. And yeah, welcome, I'm Stefan. This is the White Dog Tarot. I got it back, I just had to restart my phone. Great to see everybody though. Thanks for joining me. If you're new, all my live shows are free. And before we start, check out my membership program. And if you're interested in a private reading, just connect with me through my email in the video description. Hey Miho, hey Jason, hey Vanilla and Pie. Is a good job coming your way this spring? You know what? Let's find out. I'm gonna try to switch it up today, guys. I'm gonna just try and jump right into tarot and not filibuster for 30 minutes. Okay. Okay. Vanilla and Pie, what's your name? Where are you from? It's great to meet you. I'm Stefan. You said it's a good job coming your way. I love that, Miho. You know what that makes me think of? Did you ever see The Lost Boys? Hey, Rachel. Hey, Stacy. Hey, Spider Blunts. Okay. You love The Lost Boys? Me too, Miho. It's like one of my favorite movies. Okay, I said I wasn't gonna filibuster. Hold on. I'm gonna pin that. Thank you, Amanda. Alright, Discord link is pinned. I said I wasn't gonna filibuster, but sorry, Vanilla and Pie. I have to go here. Miho, I'm guessing that you've watched it a couple times if you love that movie. Do you remember the scene, the concert scene in that movie? Like the legendary scene, the guy with the purple pants and the saxophone? Do you remember that scene? The purple pants saxophone guy? You still, okay. So back in my old corporate days, when I was like a big shot for Volvo, I mean, I live really close to New York City. We got a ton of people. He's hot. We got a ton of like rich, weird, socialite New York City people. And I met this couple, and one of them is like a saxophone player, like a very well-known, I mean, you and I didn't know him, but this like famous saxophone player from New York City, super wealthy, him and his wife. And apparently there's some like weird, like cool table, like clique of like saxophone, of course, saxophone players in New York City. And when he told me he was a saxophone player, as a joke, I said, you know, I think my favorite saxophone solo of all time is from The Lost Boys. And she goes, oh, Tim, which is the guy's name. They actually knew him. Like he was like a friend of theirs, the purple pants saxophone guy. And they actually knew the guy who, like they're friends with the guy who wrote the theme song like the epic theme song of that movie. And they sent me like a signed poster from that guy, the guy who wrote the music for the Lost Boys. Okay, enough. I thought you would like it. But I love that movie. I actually have that on vinyl, that soundtrack. Okay, vanilla and pie. Okay, Amanda. Enjoy your walk. Go stretch out those legs of yours. Okay, vanilla and pie. Thanks for letting me share my story. Hey, Selk, am I Spider-Man? Apparently so. I get told quite a bit that I look like Spider-Man. What's up, David? Okay. Okay, vanilla and pie. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself? Because the question you asked about are you gonna find a good job this year? And thank you for the question. You know, to me, I think what's really important, rather than just saying yes, you know, it matters a lot. Well, I guess context, you know? You're creative and educated. That's a dangerous combination, my friend. So, I know that you're new. When I pull cards, to me, tarot works the best. Well, it doesn't work the best to me. It's how it works. When we work with the energy, to try and create the path that the cards show. If you don't mind me asking, what kind of work are you looking for? If you don't, just take your time. If you don't mind just sharing with us like a couple sentences, like what you do for work. If you haven't been finding work, how long have you been looking? Just so we can get an idea. Miho, would you rather have Spider-Man powers, or would you rather be one of the Lost Boys? David, how are you, man? David, do you work from home? I love that you get to catch all my live streams. Hey, Samantha, I hope your house is okay. Lost Boys, that's a great song, so good. Yeah, it's that's probably my favorite 80s movie of all time. And best soundtrack ever. Yeah, actually, I think I said it. I bought the soundtrack on vinyl. It's pretty cool. Miho, I don't know if you like music like this, but there's this like 80s, they're like a tech noir band called Gunship. And they have a song called Dark All Day. You should check it out because it's supposed to be about the Lost Boys, but they actually have the purple pants saxophone guy. in the video, so. Oh, I'm sorry to hear your dad's sick, man. Jason, were you, while we're waiting for, sorry, I forgot Vanilla and Pie. Hopefully they're still here. Jason, were you fucking with me when you said you lived in Hudson? Or you lived by me? Were you just messing with me when you said that? I think I recall you saying that. No, Vanilla and Pie, you didn't respond. All you said was you're creative and educated. I asked what kind of work you do, how long you've been unemployed. The reason I'm asking is because, you know, it's one thing for me to tell you you're gonna get a good job, but sometimes if we feel like we haven't and we've been looking, there's a reason, and that's the universe trying to maybe say we have to do something different. Hey, Talex. I don't know what to tell you, man. I mean, the way it's looking, we might not even have Social Security, so. Oh, you used to teach students? That's really cool. Good for you. Well, let's see what's going on. You know, Vanilla and Pie, this is what I would say to you. Nothing stays the same forever. And if it's something you're really passionate about and you care about it, you should have every reason to believe you're gonna get a good job. You know, sometimes if we feel like we're not having luck, sometimes we have to expand how we are looking, you know? Get creative. Let's see what the cards say. Hey, Avery. Would you give up one thing for everything? Or give up everything for one thing, FMI? I would. I'd do both. Assuming that, assuming we're talking about being madly in love. Because to me, they're the same thing. One thing for everything to me. Being madly in love with somebody. Like hopelessly crazy obsessed in love. Two people. I would give up one thing for that because to me, that's everything, being in love. And would I give up everything? Assuming you mean possessions? Absolutely. I mean, I wouldn't sign a deal with the devil, you know? I'm assuming you're asking if I would give up things for something like true, something good. Like I wouldn't consider that proposition for something shallow, like money or fame, but I love this song. Okay, all right, Vanilla. Okay. You want to own your own business one day? You know what will happen? Good. I'm a little unclear on what you do still. If you don't feel like sharing, that's okay. It's good that you know it's going to happen. It's important that we're confident about what we want, and that's why the Emperor just showed up for you. With the Four of Swords, this is what I'm going to tell you, man. I'm sorry, I don't know what gender you are. I'll just call you dude, because I would call you dude if you're a girl or a guy. The Emperor is all about taking inspired action towards things. Real inspired action. It also tells me that whatever you do, you are good at, you're respected. But remember, it's one thing to know it's gonna happen, but the second part is maintaining that mindset. This is where the Emperor comes in. Taking inspired action, knowing and believing, and then taking that practical steps and being disciplined and in some ways relentless to make it happen. That's how you achieve something. And I think you're ready, because I think you've had some downtime to reflect, think about what you want. But just remember, anything worth anything, there's going to be some level of struggle, you know? Hey, Helen. Helen, we had such a good private reading. Hey, Zay. So, and you know, I'm not trying to patronize you, Vanilla and Pie, by saying that. I obviously, well, please know that, but you know, a lot of people, want things, and yeah, they might tell themselves that it's not going to be easy, but I think often living that struggle for a little bit to get what you want is different. So, what's your blockage right now for a job? Okay. You know what I think the blockage is, Vanilla and Pie? It feels like you care about what you do, but I think the blockage has been you not really feeling up until now, and it might even be subtle or something you're not aware of, like subconscious. I think some of the things you've been looking into, or like places, whatever, there hasn't really been that emotional connection for you. And as you said, you're creative and educated, so I imagine that what you're looking at is somewhat creative based. I just don't think you found the right thing yet. Maybe the universe was trying to help you out. Well, I don't know what your living situation is. If you feel like there's like some sort of physical tie to where you are that you have to be at, but I always say, take some healthy risks, you know? If you feel like you can be like mobile, or you have the ability to like explore opportunities in other places, it costs you nothing to apply to a job that speaks to you in a city you always wanted to live, for instance. So So that's what I got for you. And guys, please feel free to subscribe to my show. If you're new, I'm Stefan. All my live shows are free. And, you know, I've said this before, but I want to say it again to everybody. There's a lot of reasons why I feel like I started this show and I was called to do this show for free. But, you know, I think if I like reduce it down to just an idea, the more time I spend with a lot of the people that I'm like very grateful to have met. Really, I wanted this show, I'm realizing, to be a place for everybody out there who stopped telling themselves that they could be happy or that they could have happiness. Like for everybody who in some ways has given up on the idea of wanting more for themselves, be it more for themselves for a relationship or a career or anything. So my hope is I can help in some small way with that. We'll see. Everybody, well, don't tempt the gods, Amanda. Everybody is behaving nicely. Amanda, do you do headphones? And do you recall Yona saying last time that I should do ASMR? I think that felt like a compliment, but I wasn't sure. Lonely Moon, great to meet you. You know, Amanda, we don't get any really, like, horribly behaved people too often, so... Oh shit, oh my, keeps happening. Sorry guys, I'm just catching up on the chat. Why are my pupils so small? Because I'm not human. Yeah, it's good to see you, dude. Amanda, should we add Jens to our death squad? I don't think we need any more moderators, but... Jens, good to see you, man. I'm on my fifth learning module for Swedish in my Duolingo app. Way too big or way too small, according to folks. Tell me about it. You know, if it didn't feel completely inappropriate, I would tell you guys a dilated pupil story with the police, but I don't want to romanticize my life of crime when I was in my early 20s. Should you call ice on your husband? Cheater bastard. I'm sorry guys, I missed so many comments. Sometimes my chat stops scrolling. Jens, it's great to see you. Hey, Michael. And sorry, Jason, did you say you live by Hudson? I don't know if I missed that. Will Danielle ever find a job that makes really good money so she can leave poverty? Danielle, yeah, if you want to. You know, Danielle, you know what I've said before? If that's what your goal is, it's a lot easier to... Making money is a lot easier than being happy. You know? A job that pays well is easy. A job that makes you happy, that's the hard part. Making money is easy. Making money is really easy, Danielle. It just takes a little bit of discipline and focus. You have 2 degrees? Holy shit. Danielle, the poster child for the massive gaping holes in our employment system here in the States, guys. Did you guys know that college tuition in the United States has gone up like 110% over the last 25 years? It's crazy. What are your degrees in? I'm sorry, Danielle, that's crazy. Maybe it's the area you live in. Oh, okay. I don't hate New Jersey. I don't know. Hate's a strong word. I do not like New Jersey. Ugh. Jens, are you still here, man? Do you want me to pull a card for you? Jens, if you're still here, let me know. I'd love to do a reading for you. Yeah. Danielle, I'm sorry. I know that's tough. I wish I could help. I mean, truthfully, I'm a bit... Well, you guys know, I'm not normal. I mean, I did go to college. I didn't finish school. I went for like 3 years. Racked up a ton of student debt, which I paid off. No more student debt. I never graduated with a degree, but I mean, for whatever reason, I've always had a lot of success professionally before I did tarot. I mean, all the jobs I've had paid over 6 figures. I mean, I've always been really good with numbers, things like that. I mean, somehow I was able to get the job over people with college degrees. Actually, you want to hear something kind of fucked up? It's kind of fucked up. It was more just for scientific data. You know, when I would apply to jobs, I noticed when I would... This is so shallow. I don't know what to do with it. Because I was definitely qualified. I noticed when I would include my photo, I would always get a call back. Always. I would always get an interview when I would include my photo. So I just stopped sending resumes. I would just send my photo. I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding. Thank you, whoever called me handsome. I appreciate it. Danielle, I don't know what industry you're in, but I don't know, Danielle, why don't you apply outside where you normally do? I think you said you live in, Danielle, where'd you say you live? Did I do my 50 push-ups today? No, I usually work out at night. I've actually been taking it up a couple steps this month with exercising. And I mean, guys, I've never been what I guess someone would consider overweight at all. I will say to anybody out there, if you want to lose a couple real quick in all the right spots, I would strongly suggest stop drinking, because I more or less stopped drinking like 3.5 weeks ago. Made a pretty big difference. You skateboard? Me too. I actually have a couple longboards. Making the girls excited. Hey, Prita. Good to see you. Hey, Michelle. And the boys. I mean, to be fair, guys, I do have some free time. And I want you guys to know, I mean, you know, I've had like crippling ADHD. This isn't my note, this isn't my tone. I'll sing the next one. So, you know, as I understood myself better as I got older, I find that like exercising for me, because it's tough, you know, like it's tough to get motivated, I get that. It helps to keep me disciplined with other things. And it's also a good way to feel better. I mean, even if you're at your lowest financially, you know, even if you can stand in front of the mirror naked and feel really good about that, who cares? You don't really need money, you know, so. Oh, it's the first time you're on my live without Indy? Yeah, I haven't tried to bring him here, so. Indy's a good boy. He's got a very low carbon footprint. He doesn't really do very much. That is true, Amanda. That's absolutely true. Yeah, regular exercise is really good to help fight depression. It's true. Even just like stretching, going to a yoga class. I do stretch every day, and I used to go to yoga. But that's actually really great too for your body. Huh, interesting. You said it's backed up now with science regarding SSRI meds. Yeah, I believe it. I feel like there's so many of those medications too. Oh guys, if anybody's interested in a private reading this week, I do have some free time. Rachel and I actually have a private reading later today, but and private readings help support my fund for my vacation. You lose all your routine, yeah. Well, you know what? I feel like it's weird. I have a strange feeling about routines because too much of a routine kills me with my ADHD. I get so bored. That's actually probably why I don't stream the same time. But I think routines can be tough when you go to a job every day. So I think it's good to do some things regularly, but I think breaking out of routines is really good, even if it means like just saying like, you know what, fuck it. I'm gonna use my vacation days to like go travel, go do something new. So yeah, I like to do a lot of hiking in the summer. Guys, where I live, I'm like surrounded by mountains on every side of me. My house is like right against a really beautiful river called the Hudson River, and there's like mountains all around my house. So I like to be outside as much as I can when it's nice out. Oh, that's funny you said that. Damn, Amanda, I think I need to use that guy. This guy's on it. I noticed that when I first became hyper aware of my ADHD, it started to turn into like weird OCD very briefly. Not anymore though. But I mean, luckily it doesn't bother me too much. So when you put things in different cabinets, you know, every day, it'll be more like a scavenger hunt than like a breakdown of my OCD, so. You struggle with your home, yeah. I mean, as a kid, I mean, guys, I'm 37. I don't even know if they still offer this medication anymore. When I was a little boy, they gave me Ritalin. I don't know if anybody's heard of that. It's not even a real thing anymore. They gave me Ritalin, and it turned me into like a fucking animal. I got even crazier. You have Ritalin here? I actually read that they found out like years later, people who were given Ritalin as kids have an extremely higher proclivity as an adult to smoke cigarettes or have a drug addiction, or like have a problem with drug addictions or substance abuse. You said yours is more than just ADD, Marky Mark. It's nice to meet you, Marky Mark. Yeah, you know, I don't think it's weird. I actually want to share this with everybody because I'm always very interested in this. And I know a lot of you live in other countries, and in the States, my perspective is that often they're a little trigger happy to start feeding you medications rather than maybe like take a look at some of the reasons why you have some of the problems that you do. And my dad has horrible ADHD, and he's like 73. He just started taking medication like the last couple months, and he actually started getting, like, he got diagnosed with depression, serious depression. And obviously him and I are cut from the same genetic cloth. I was like always curious if one problem doesn't sometimes create another, because he has really bad compulsive stuff. And they prescribed him an antidepressant, and I thought I was a little curious, because to me, I used to feel depressed before I started getting treated, because I felt like I couldn't control anything, or like I couldn't understand why I would get like anxiety. But like once I was able to address it, I stopped getting depression. So I tried to tell him, maybe you're depressed because of your ADHD, you know, but keep an eye on him. He's okay. My stepmom, or my mom, I call her my mom, she's a psychotherapist. So, and she's the best. Every time I see her and she asks how I'm doing, I'll be completely fine. I'll be totally fine. Like feeling good. And like I'll see her and she's like, hey, she's like, how are you? Like, how are you? And I'm like, oh, I'm good. Yeah, everything's good. And then she like rubs my back. She's like, yeah. And like the next thing I know, I'm like crying. I'm just kidding. But she's really great. She's so into astrology. She actually knows this guy. This guy has a PhD in astrology. If anybody's interested in like legit birth chart stuff, please email me. I can give you this guy's contact info. He's a real doctor. You give him your time of birth, place of birth, and birth date, obviously. This guy looks at charts. It's almost like you'd think he was a psychic. I mean, obviously he's not, but the way that he looks at charts, it'll blow your mind. Like some of the things he will be able to tell you about yourself, like childhood. So yeah, my mom, my stepmom, told me about him, and I got a reading from him. It was fucking crazy. He told me, it was like a year and a half ago, he told me that my romantic life, look at my birth chart, it was like a Shakespearean tragedy. And that I was like Romeo, like wandering the earth looking for Juliet. Fucking asshole. But yeah, he charges $40. You always have to book him a while out, but like he'll call you on the phone. It's only $40. I mean, guys, I can tell you right now, he's more legit to talk to, I'm gonna say, than 80% of the readers who probably charge 5 times that on YouTube for a reading, okay? So. Well, she's my stepmom, but she's wonderful. Yeah, my parents are pretty cool. I think I told Amanda, my dad, he's like on a reverse trajectory as me. Like the older he gets, he's a photographer, he's a travel photographer. Last year at Thanksgiving, he told me that he went to the desert in New Mexico by himself and just took mushrooms just by himself. And he claimed that he saw his dead friend in the form of a bird. I was like, dude, where was this guy when I was in high school calling you from the police station? Where was this guy? Your dad would never. That's funny. Yeah, my parents are kind of like, they're not potheads, but they're very open and non-judgmental people, which is really great. So, why does everybody always ask me to pant like a dog? What is that? Okay. Let's do a reading. Oh, guys, please feel free to donate. Please super chat the show. It really helps, and I'm always very grateful for super chat donations. Or if you want to donate off air too. With that info, I can probably tell her my view on substances. Who? Oh, your mom used to work in psychiatric closed departments or some. Okay, interesting. Psychiatric closed departments. What's her view, Amanda? Your mom's almost 70. My dad is, I think actually my dad's like 74 or 75. They had me really late in life. Okay, tell me later. But, you know, I know I think a lot of people tend, there's like real medical, clinical reasons for a lot of the psychiatric medication, but truthfully, I'm a huge proponent, if you can, to try and work through some of those things, like some of the things we deal with without medication, if we can, because I think a lot of times they're quick to give us something, and sometimes it can just kind of feel like a mask, like especially like with anxiety. And I know some people are clinically depressed, you know, for sure. But I think depression is pretty normal. I think everybody goes through depression. I mean, I certainly have many times. Even this year, guys, you know. I mean, when I started doing this and I stopped hanging out with a lot of people, you know, I mean, you guys know I'm a very social person. I'm very extroverted. I spent a lot of time alone. And that got a little depressing at times, just lonely, you know. That's fucking crazy, Amanda. That's crazy. Damn, that's terrible. It's weird, Amanda, I'm so interested because the one thing I know to be a truth is how different it is where you are compared to where we are in the States, as far as how medicine is administered, how things like that work. Because here, because there's no social health care programs, doctors are more than happy to start giving you medications pretty much immediately if you need it. I know it's so much different by you. I don't know if it's good or bad. It's hard to know. But 17 visits, that's fucked. Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah, Amanda was telling me, because Amanda and I, we suffer from very similar ailments, like with our ADHD. Where she lives, you have to get waitlisted for Amanda can tell us, but an extremely long time, almost like an unthinkable amount of time to get even considered to get medication, like for ADHD. Which is kind of unfortunate, especially if it would make you, I know what it did for me. It quite literally changed my my life. In my career, also just my ability to be happy and function. And you feel like it's grief? Yeah, you do it private, you get help right away, yeah. What are we talking about? What the hell are we talking about? We're talking about, I don't even know how to summarize this. What do you mean you get it? I have tattoos. What the fuck does that mean? What, do you think I started a public YouTube platform so I could start unbuttoning my shirt less to show people I have tattoos? Did it ever occur to you? It's just how I fucking dress. But I'm glad you got it, that I have tattoos. I was concerned you might have missed what I was trying to put out to everybody. I'm glad you got it. I know what he was referring to. I don't have my shirt unbuttoned to show my tattoos. This is how I fucking wear shirts. And you guys should be lucky, because this is conservative for me. Half the time, I'm not even fucking wearing a shirt. Okay? I'm not swearing at you. I'm swearing with you. I appreciate Hard to Please guy. Sorry, I didn't mean to swear at you. It's because you were spelling out the obvious. I knew what he meant. It was extremely clear what he meant. There was no gray areas about what he was trying to insinuate. Eastside Lightning Dancer. Wow, you don't swear. Sorry, I'm just thinking a lot of inappropriate things. When do I like listening to music? Always. That's how I get my messages. Oh, guys, please check out my membership program if you want to join my White Dog Army. You get one private reading with me every month, too, so... Reading psychic abilities. Okay, should we do a reading? What do you guys think? David, are you asking me a question? Hey, Habal Nazer, did I say that right? Hey, Heba. And then we're gonna do David, because David's always here. I feel like I owe him a question. He's never even asked me to pull cards for him, actually. And Heba, I'd be happy to pull cards for you. Guys, I try and prioritize, well, I always prioritize super chat questions, if you're kind enough to leave a donation. But it's not required. It's just, yeah, it's appreciated. Oh, hi, Yona. I think you just showed up here and I didn't say hi. Heba, I'm doing great. Okay. All right, David, what's your question? Kaisa, excuse me. Right, sorry. Sorry, Kaisa. Where are my manners? David, tell me what's going on again, dude? She's clearly into you. Okay, she's clearly into you. Well, that's good that you picked up on that, as you should. New Purd, 1 second. Do you have psychic powers? Why would you ask me? Do you need someone else to tell you? If you have to ask someone else, I would say probably not. David, why don't you just ask her? Why don't you take her out? Why don't you ask if she wants to go on a date with you, or take her out to dinner, or ask her? You'll find out if she wants to keep it platonic. Yeah, fuck that. What do you mean? You have to wait a year of sobriety? Ooh, okay. Be careful with that. Not that I should tell you. Listen, love is love, you know? But I have heard only bad stories from a lot of people I know. When you start dating, when you're a recovering addict, and so are they, that can be like a dangerous, slippery slope, so. But, I mean, if anything, I don't know why they would say wait a year. Thank you, Gina, appreciate that. Many blessings to you too, my friend. Guys, if anything, you know what the best anti-drug is? Falling madly in love. That's like the best anti-drug. What's my zodiac sign? I'm a triple water sign, Heba. I'm a Cancer, Sun, double Scorpio, Moon and Rising. Actually, I guess I'm a 4 water sign. My north node is water too, it's Pisces. All right, David, let's pull a card. How does this look? David, listen, I trust you, man. Trust yourself. I don't love this. I don't think this would be... I don't think this is good. This looks like more trouble than it's worth, man. I mean, if you want to sleep with her, if that's what she wants, obviously, but... I don't know if it's her or you, but I don't think she's it, brother. I don't think that's your person. Okay. Oh, thanks, Lightning Dancer. That was really nice of you to say. How about amazing? I'm okay. You're singing all my comments. Good. All the good ones. Yona, you never gave me something to read you for ASMR. Okay, Heba, are you still here? And thanks for waiting. I'm pretty badass. I used to be. Used to be a badass. I mean, I would say now that I'm an adult. I mean, I'm 37. I'm not like a 25-year-old kid. And I do have a 12-year-old. I would say that I'm extremely disciplined and hardworking for things that I care about. Like, I'm reliable. I say things that I mean to people. You know, it's extremely important that what I say is the truth. But I'm also still secretly like a 17-year-old punk rock kid. So I'm a little out of control sometimes. I like to go do spontaneous shit. I love to travel. Boring would never be a word that I don't think anyone would use to describe me. So I have a lot of sides. I've got a lot of sides to me. And some of my favorite sides, I only let one person see. I look really young. Must be from all the trauma. I look young. Late 20s, wow. You'd have thought late 20s? Thanks, Lightning Dancer. Okay, Heba, what's on your mind? Oh, guys, for everybody new, if anyone's interested in a private reading, I offer half-hour private readings for $45 and hour readings for $75 if anyone's interested. You just have to email me or connect with me on Instagram. It's in my video description and on my channel page. 27, huh? Maybe it's just the lighting, because I definitely have a lot more wrinkles than most 27-year-olds and some gray hairs, so. Everything around you's been strange, Heba. What I see coming for you. Okay. Heba, what do you mean everything's been strange? Let's see. Let's see. Can you, everything, and I mean everything. Okay. Can you elaborate for us? Hey, Gwendolyn. What's standing out to you the most? Okay. Hitting rock bottom. Okay. How so? Do you mean like self-destructive things, or? Okay. Well, you know what? Misunderstandings are generally pretty easy to clear up. A lot of times we have to express ourselves different or ask why. Because misunderstandings usually happen but we're not being clear. Okay. Well, that's not a rock bottom, Heba. You know, and it's great to meet you. I know I'm probably going to be a little bit different than all the readers you may or may not watch on YouTube. But the reason I'm asking you this stuff is because, you know, I could tell you what's coming towards you, but it sounds like you're going through some real shit right now. I mean, to express that you feel like you're hitting a rock bottom, that's a big deal, which I can relate to. So to me, I think it doesn't matter what's coming towards you. I think we need to figure out what's going on with you, so you can go towards the right things.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.
You said there's been family issues. Okay, I get that. Well, Heba, I'm gonna share something with you, okay? And you might hate me for it, but I think one of the first things we need to maybe look at is, you said the energy feels stuck. Are you sure you don't mean that you don't feel stuck? Because energy is never stuck. It's always wanting to move. You know, we keep ourselves stuck waiting for people that we shouldn't fucking be with, obsessing, watching general readings that aren't for us to see if somebody that treated us like shit is gonna come back so they can do it again, so we can allow them to do it again. Feeling stuck can be knowing that you gotta do something different and refusing to, you know? How old are you, by the way, Heba? Let me see what comes out for you. Okay, 26. I take it, are you with your parents? You live with your parents? What's the blockage? Got it. Got it. Got it. Okay. This is heavy. Well, you definitely got a lot of shit going on here. Okay. Your mom and your brother. Okay. What's the biggest problem? Yeah, but you have so much shit going on in your energy. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, but you're keeping yourself stuck. I think we both know that whatever your Ten of Cups is to you, which is my favorite card, by the way, you know, it's not at home. I feel like you make plans in your head for what you want your future to look like. I actually think you are pretty clear about what you want, but then you choose to do nothing. Do you remember what I said? Energy's not stuck, usually we are. What the fuck is this about? Okay. Dude. Can I ask you a question? What is it that you want? Is it career? Or is it love? Or is it both? Yeah, but you gotta get out. It doesn't feel heavy for me. I'm good. I'm fine. There's just a lot going on here. I'm trying to understand what it is you want that you're not letting happen. To me, I feel like you need to go experience things, both. Okay. What do you do for work? Well, we both know that the love situation isn't happening because you still are upset over somebody from your past. And you think about that a lot. Okay. Oh, love that. I would be a disaster if I had to work on a plane. I'm kind of afraid of flying. You know what? If I understood you correctly, that job looks great for you, and I actually see you getting that job. If it's not with that company, that's a great job for you right now. You know, you're still really young. Go live a little bit. Figure out what you want. Find yourself. Go be adventurous. But with the family stuff, I don't want to litigate that too much on my live show, but listen, you can only control what you can, all right? It's not your job to fix everything for everybody in the family, all right? Or like hold everything together, be the glue, okay? Because it's too much. But listen, you really need to start making choices for yourself. You need to start making decisions and committing to them. So you can actually move things forward in your life. That's what I see. Hey, Crystal, thank you so much. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with being sensitive. That's a great quality to have. I'm pretty sensitive. Well, I don't know how you mean it, but I mean, I'm in touch with my feelings. I'm not sensitive about what other people think of me. But Crystal, thank you. I'm not on drugs, I am drugs, Timothy. If I need a rush, I'll just stand up out of this chair quickly. Okay. Should you speak to a medium, Boards Coffee? What about? Do you guys, Amanda, do you think I can pin more than one thing on at the bottom? Or can I only pin one thing at a time? You don't know, try. Amanda, can you type my email? I want to see if I can pin that. Or can one of my mods just write my email for people to book readings? I'm going to see if I can pin two things. Thanks, William. Appreciate it. I am having a good day. Okay, it looks like I can only pin one thing. Thanks, Manda. Tak. Tak. Okay. What are we at? Guys, I'm like an hour and a half in. I'm gonna take 5, I think. I'm gonna go stretch. Hordes Coffee, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry you're seeing spirits. Guys, I'm gonna take a quick 5. I'm gonna go have a stretch. Okay, sounds good, Heba. Heba, if you'd ever like a private reading, just email me. It's pinned to the bottom. So, okay, I'll see you guys in 5. All right, everybody, I'm back. Sorry, I'm just laughing at that comment that guy left. He's like, all right, we get it, you have tattoos. You know, actually, I just had a better idea. Do you guys think I should invest in a Spider-Man costume? Just to kind of see what the reaction is, because I get told a lot. I could do tarot readings in a Spider-Man costume. It's actually, it's a little rainy out. Hi, Karen. It's a little rainy out here, but it's actually quite warm. It's like 70, it's like 7 degrees Celsius, 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Hey, Shay. Oh yeah, guys, please join my my White Dog membership program. Check it out in my video description. And please feel free to donate to the show through Super Chat. Shay, how are you? Good, Shay. Happy to hear it. Kaisa, how's the weather in Sweden? Michelle, hi. Can you get a free reading? What's on your mind, Michelle? Is there anything in particular? -30, holy shit. That's cold. Hey, Amy, I'm doing great. On love. Michelle, what's going on in love for you? Let's use another deck. How long have you been single, Michelle? You're not sure, you believe. I'm not sure, I believe I've found my soulmate. Okay. I'm a little confused by what you wrote. You're not sure? Was there supposed to be a comma? You're not sure, comma? I believe like you believe you've already found the person? I love this song. Hey, Swap. Nah, this is, yeah. Hey, Datura Knights, great to see you. One of my White Dog Army members. This is a great song. Oh my goodness. Amanda's back, everybody. Good, I needed a little energy boost. Okay. Michelle, how old are you? You said you believe you found your soulmate. You saw him at a store, but was too shy to hold a conversation. Have you talked to him since? Thanks, Amy. Well, I guess you don't have a lot of comparison. I mean, you haven't seen my butt tattoo. Okay. Michelle, it's great to meet you. Michelle, I'm not here to put out anybody's flames, okay? I want you to be excited for love, okay? And you should be. We should have hope, you know? We, I think, attract the right person in. Well, I say when we're happy with who we are and when we don't need a relationship. But, I mean, Michelle, what do I know? I can pull some cards, but I have to be honest. I'm having a hard time intuitively feeling like that was your soulmate, hon. You know why? Because he would have felt it too. You know? You know what a soul connection feels like? It feels like two people who talk to each other for the first time. And you feel like you've known them forever. You feel comfortable talking to them immediately. You know, it's like recognizing a stranger, as I have told somebody special to me. You know, it's somebody who makes you feel calm and it's reciprocated. It's not seeing a handsome guy. I'm not trying to downplay your experience, but it's not seeing an attractive guy and then never seeing him again. Because if that was divinely led, a soulmate, I bet you guys probably would have stopped and talked, or he would have initiated it. Okay? Now, I will tell you, if you see him again, maybe that's a coincidence, but if you see him and he's not engaging you or noticing, or that's not your soulmate. That's just a handsome guy at the store, okay? Soulmate connections it's a recognition of one another, okay? And I'm gonna say this to you, Michelle, and I'm not trying to rain on your parade because I'm not the jury and executioner on anything. But to me, somebody who's really like your soul mirror, is somebody you feel so comfortable with. You would have never felt uncomfortable talking to that person, or like, I think you said, like, I'm paraphrasing, you got scared to approach them. That would never happen, for me at least. And truthfully, there's two people in my life, in my entire life, I should say, where I felt a soul connection to. The first one was not a good one. If anything, I think it was like a soul lesson. or a soul contract, as they say, to teach me about myself. So, I know I got off there. Let's see. For Michelle. I'm not taking that. Michelle, take a deep breath for me. Michelle, can I ask you a question? Because I think this is important to know, and a lot of us, believe it or not, don't even. I mean, it's my observation through a lot of dating. How many people don't even really know what the fuck they're looking for, and you don't have to answer it to all of us. Have you thought about the type of person that you could see yourself having a relationship with? What are those qualities? Because sometimes we don't necessarily get to meet that person, or the universe won't bring it in until they know that we're clear about, one, who we are, our values, our self-worth, and somebody that mirrors that back to us. Because I can promise you, they're not going to bring in your soulmate if you don't even know what your self-worth is or have healthy boundaries. Because even the perfect person, you're going to have problems with, you know. Well, I shouldn't say that. There's still going to be things you got to discuss. So, I know I'm hitting you with a lot, but can men know from the first glance if a person is their soulmate? Well, I don't think it's a gender thing. I think anybody can if they're tuned in. I think, guys, we gotta be careful. Alright? Not everybody's your twin flame or your fucking soulmate. Alright? To me, I'm gonna say something that's my personal view, okay? And a lot of people will disagree, but it's my own perspective through my lived experiences that, in my opinion, leave me no room for doubt. Amanda, thank you for posting the Discord. To me, under the pretense that there is like a soulmate, and I absolutely believe in past life connections, but I don't think that you ever even get to meet that person till you're ready to, till you learn the lessons, till you learn the karmic lessons, till you learn lessons about yourself, you know? And some people don't ever learn those things about themselves. Like, I had to go through some truly fucking horrible people, horrible women over the course of my life. And it took me a while to learn the lessons. And to me, the lessons were understanding what I needed to stick around for, understanding the type of people I attracted, why I attracted those types of people, understanding what I was looking for, understanding my self-worth, understanding what I give my time and energy to. Because through those experiences, I've learned a lot about how expensive actual loyalty and fucking time and real love are, okay? And I don't think you can ever get to meet somebody till you truly learn those lessons. It's, to me, learning that lesson is not seeing an attractive guy and then he starts treating you bad, or he starts giving you mixed signals or hot and cold, and we, one, don't address it, or two, in some cases, choose to stay in a connection like that. You haven't learned the lesson, okay? It's understanding what you want, all right? And we all have them at different times, and they all happen differently. Sometimes, I think if you have a really good heart, it doesn't mean you have to be perfect. If you have a good heart, you go into things the right way, and you've had to live through a lot of horrible people, like some horrible narcissists, people who like emotionally abuse you, emotionally manipulate you. I think sometimes you get to meet your soulmate after that too, you know, if you've been through a lot of really horrible situations with people, and someone else has too. Because somebody who I think is truly a good person, despite having to go through a lot of that stuff, if you have a really good heart and it didn't like completely destroy your ability to trust someone or love someone, or when you meet the right person, treat that person the right way and not push them away because of how you were treated by all the other horrible people. I think it's my personal feeling that two people like that can come together because they're gonna understand what it felt like to never get the type of like actual love or support that they needed. So those two people are really gonna be able to appreciate each other. And not use their old wounds to hurt each other. Because guys, a lot of times, fucked up people change who we are in relationships in a bad way, you know? Oh, I know I'm gonna get cheated on, so I might as well cheat on somebody. I've been lied to my almost every relationship, so therefore I don't have to feel bad about lying. Or this person's such a nice person, clearly they're honest, they're trustworthy. I've never felt that before, so I'm gonna self-sabotage and push them away. Which happens a lot, guys. So, I think our soulmate comes in, if we're lucky, after we realize a lot of that stuff and can finally, most importantly, be happy on our own as an individual before we meet somebody. So, Michelle, that person will show up for you, okay? It might take a little bit of time. Okay. I think there's a little bit more self-love to do before this happens. I'm seeing a little bit of wounded warrior energy showing up for you, Michelle, like a little bit of expecting the worst with people. So feeling like you have to keep your thoughts and feelings guarded. So I think you'll get there, okay? I do. And I do think you're gonna meet the right person, but I hope what I said helped a little bit. You know, I wasn't just trying to like wax poetic and talk out of my ass, you know? All I can ever do is share about things I've lived through, you know? And truly, truly unbelievable things I can't even explain, you know, with how people sometimes show up and come into your life. So when you do meet that person, don't fuck it up. You're not ready to be in a relationship until you're okay asking the questions, all the difficult questions. So one, you can figure out if you want the same thing as someone. And two, so you can actually build a real relationship on something that's not shallow. I heard this, I think a couple weeks ago, someone said, asking questions should never push your person away. You know, asking questions, difficult questions, really difficult questions should always make you closer with someone after a difficult conversation. You ask tough questions, you have difficult conversations, the right couple, that should always bring you closer to someone, always. Asking difficult questions should never push people farther apart. And if it does, that's your time to leave. So what's up, RJ Guess? Totally, Heba. Well said. Alignment of values. Because guys, it's tough. Nobody, I mean, if you're lucky, you can have some shared interests, but to me, it's not even about interests. Like being able to have alignment of like things that, like hobbies, to me it's, does somebody challenge you mentally, emotionally? Does someone see you, want to understand you better? Because no one will ever be able to fully get us, but does someone want to try and understand us better? I mean, to me, that's how I know that someone's right for me, and I can determine that pretty quick because I've gone on enough dates and I've met enough women to know how uncommon it is, you know, somebody who actually makes me feel things and someone who actually challenges me intellectually and someone, I can have a conversation with about something intelligent, something absolutely fucking stupid, or anything in between, you know? So, anyway, enough about that. I don't mind talking about this stuff because it took me a really fucking long time to figure it out. And I hope everybody can see things clear the way I feel like I do now. You know, I'll tell you what, if you do, you won't need to ask some reader with high cheekbones whether or not you're gonna find love. Have a Discord. You want a Discord link? Somebody should be able to post it. Maybe Kaisa or Amanda can post it. What's up, Cringe Town? I was actually helping somebody. That's why I didn't answer your question. How do you feel scammed, Cringe Town? I haven't asked you for anything. Scamming indicates that I'm trying to extract or get something from you. I was actually gonna answer your question next, but now I'm just kind of fucking pissed off and irritated that you said that. Kind of feels like you want something for free and feel entitled to still feel scammed. Ooh, my phone's about to die. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you, Amanda. I'm gonna, there you go, Heba. I just pinned it to. Okay. Michelle, if you're still here, Michelle, this is what I would say. Surround yourself with things that make you happy. You know, when we open doors to new things, that's when new things find us, okay? And usually, people find us in very unexpected ways. So, just have fun. Amanda's so helpful, guys. Guys, actually, it's actually Amanda's show. I'm really just her instrument. She's really pulling all the strings. Let's talk New Paltz. I love New Paltz. I used to live over there. Hey guys, my phone's at 9%. And although I do like to drive my car till it's pretty much out of gas, I try to avoid the same mindset with my phone. So, invite invalid. No way. Heba, it didn't work, the invite? Hey, Karen. Love that. Thank you, Yona. Appreciate it. Yona, you didn't tell me, you didn't give me any material for ASMR yet. All right, guys. I think I might call it. I'm at 8%, unless I might take like a super chat if someone would like to leave a super chat. But thanks, Manda. That is what she said. But my phone's almost dead, so I'll be back tomorrow though. Sure, Karen. Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't get to your question. I might take one more super chat question. Hey Haley, nice to meet you. What time tomorrow? I mean, I try to keep everybody on their toes. I usually don't have a set time. But if you set your notifications, you should be notified. Probably, I don't know where you are in the world, but probably like maybe 1 p.m. New York time, 1 or 2 p.m. New York time. And yeah, before I leave everybody, if you'd like a private reading, I have some free time this week. So you can just email me or connect with me on Instagram. My email's in my video description and on my channel page too in the description. And I offer half-hour readings for $45 and hour readings for $75, of course off air through FaceTime. So pretty good deal. We can get a lot done in half hour. A private reading. So Costa Rica. Yona, were we able to get a Discord link before I end the show? I don't want to leave Heba hanging. I think we got like 12 Discord members already, so very exciting. Thank you, Yona. Tak. Tak. Later, Che. All right, you're in. Love it. All right, bye, guys. Can't believe you just called me Orlando Bloom. All right, ciao, guys. I'll see everybody tomorrow.